Greetings, YouTube. I saw a video recently on the channel We All Juggle Knives, and he talks about blades of one variety or another exclusively, and I thought I would do a counterpart to his 7 essential knives. And I have a slightly different take on what I think people should have as their 7 essential knives, or blades I should say, because these are not all knives. So we're going to start over here, as I think that everyone should have a small and a large folding knife. Now this is a Spyderco Kiwi, and it's a true pocket knife. There's no pocket clip at all with this. It's a slip joint, takes 2 hands to open, got a short blade. I believe you could carry this legally in both Britain and Germany. It's very comfortable, high quality. I believe I've already uploaded the review I did on this. This would be my go-to for an actual pocket knife if we're going to carry one. And I was very happy to see that Spyderco was releasing a larger version with a pocket clip for 2014. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those. This is a Kershaw Injection 3.0. They also make a 3.5. And I don't know if I've uploaded the video on this one. But this is my current go-to pocket knife. This is the one I've been carrying. It's a completely manual knife. It has no assisted opening whatsoever, but it has a lovely action. I can pop it open with my thumb on that stud, lightning fast, faster than some of my assisted opening knives. And I think that these 2 knives right here are definitely going to cover everything you need for a folding knife. Neither of them is too large to really freak somebody out in the event that you open one, say, in an office or something. Next, we have a utility knife. And most utility knives look sort of like that right there. Now, there's a reason I'm choosing this model over this model. This particular model, I don't like the fact that if you're not careful, if you're doing precise cut, you could slip up on that blade. And I think that's a danger, particularly if someone is not used to using a folding knife like that, rather not a folding knife, but a utility knife like that. This blade here is from Milwaukee, has a very deep choil. It is incredibly secure. It's a button lock. Open and close it with one hand. You can actually snap it closed, not kind of space constraint here between me and the camera. You can change the blade without any tools. When it's closed, it will function as a line cutter. It has a pocket clip, and this little lip right here allows you to draw it in and out of your pocket, say if you have work gloves on. So I think it's very useful, high degree of utility, and I think it would cover every need your average homeowner has in the house or in the yard or in the garage for cutting tasks. And you can carry it with you in your work coat or your jeans very comfortably and very safely. And I think you can use it very safely because of this very comfortable, ergonomic, and safe handle design. Next, we have a small fixed blade. This is the Kershaw Antelope. I don't know if I think it's the Antelope 2. I'm not 100% sure. Does it say on this baby if it's an Antelope 2? No, it does not. But it is a Kershaw, and it is very comfortable. It's obviously not meant for heavy-duty tasks. It's used for light cutting, but this is a perfect thing if you want to go camping. It's very light. It's going to be easy to carry. Again, it's not too large. It's not going to freak people out. Next, we have a folding pruning saw. Now, this one's a little bit bigger than what I wanted for this video, but it's a snowstorm at the moment, and I didn't want to go to another hardware store to see if I could find a smaller one. This has got a 10-inch blade. I think if you could find one with like a 6-inch blade, that might be better for backpacking. But this is also going to be very good around the house. And even if you're an apartment dweller, this would be useful to have. And because it folds, it doesn't take a lot of space up. So why would this be useful to have? Say there's a storm in your neighborhood. A tree branch falls in your driveway. Your landlord lives in another state. You can use this to whack that branch up, fit it to the barrel, and get rid of it. Because it's a folding saw, again, it takes up no space. It's going to store safely. It has a locking mechanism. It locks both open and close, again, for safety. This particular model was quite nice. It's the Corona razor tooth saw, and it allows you to choke up here for starting cuts. And then once you've started the cut, you can pull all the way back here and get some nice strong draws on it. And with a 10-inch blade, that is useful. Now for backpacking, it's a little big. But it's better, I think, than carrying one of those, a tomahawk or axe, and I'll tell you why. This is safer. It is much more difficult to hurt yourself with a saw like this than it is to use one of those. Swinging an axe or a tomahawk is a skill, and if most people don't have it. And if you are 5 miles from the nearest road, you do not want to be swinging a tomahawk or axe, hitting yourself in the hand or in the leg or the ankle or something like that. Say you got your foot up on a log and you're whacking at something you're holding down. You don't want that to happen. It is much harder to hurt yourself with a folding saw. Now, having said that, this is the SOG Fast Hawk, which is currently my favorite tomahawk. It is light. It is dexterous. It is a perfect weight and length, in my opinion. I have not done a full review on this. I will in the future. It has texture here, so you can use it as a hammer. It has a nice sharp blade, which is at a slight angle, so it helps with chopping. It has a penetration point here, which also can be used for prying. So in the event you do want to carry a tomahawk while you're camping, this one's going to do it. The only downside is I don't want much like the sheath, but the sheath can be replaced or you could modify it. And lastly, we have a machete. I haven't done this particular review in full yet either. Again, I have a backlog of reviews at the moment. There's a whole pile of blades over there that need to get done, and I have other gear that I have to do, not to mention action figures and role-playing books. And I am always mystified when people say they don't have any ideas for videos. I got too many videos, not enough time. This is the Kershaw Camp 14, and I think it is the perfect size for a machete. It is shaving sharp. It is light. It's like a pound 14. You're going to be able to swing this thing for a long time. It's got 2 lanyard holes, so you can set up the lanyard where you want it. It has just the best sheath design I have ever seen in any commercial knife in my entire life. The entire camp, 10, 14, and 18 all have the best sheaths ever. If Kershaw would market those sheaths for every commercial fixed blade in the world, they would make a killing. They are just that good. And let's be honest, these 2 blades right here could, in a pinch, be used as self-defense tools. You can use any of these as self-defense tools. I wouldn't want to. Those 2 right there have an intimidation factor. The other ones really don't. And that's going to be good. This machete is going to be good for camping. It's going to be good for yard work, and it's just a very nice design. It feels wonderful, ergonomic, balanced. It's a great machete. So this is how I take the 7 essential blades. 2 folding knives, a utility knife, a small fixed blade, a folding saw, a tomahawk or axe. If you're a homeowner, you may want something like a shingling hammer or something like that. It has a hammerhead in the back. I have separate hammers for that kind of thing, but I also happen to collect weapons, so to each his own. And then, of course, a machete. And if you're going to choose one machete, make it a good one. I mean, you can buy a cheap one at Walmart for $7. I will be doing that in the near future because I want to use one for a costume. But if I were going to use one and have my life depend on it, I'm going to choose one that's quality, and the Kershaw Camp 14 is quality. So there you have my take on what I think are the 7 essential blades that every person should own.